Hi, I'm Alan Jones, Executive Editor for Boating World Magazine. Well, today I'm in northern Indiana with Dan Robinson from Starcraft. How you doing, Dan?
Great, thanks, Alan.
We're aboard the 2119. Now, Dan, you were telling me that this is a really affordable way to get into this family, but I tell you, I saw this thing coming across the lake, and it is a really sexy-looking boat.
This is a dynamite boat. Alan, for the last 2 years, this has been our #1 selling fiberglass runabout. We've done a great job with it, and there's a lot of selling features on it.
Right. Well, when you told me that this is one of the more entry-level versions of this, I was really surprised because, I mean, look at this thing. It's really, I love the expanse back here. Tell me about what's going on back here.
Yeah, as you view it from this angle, this is a basic boat. This is where we start out. There's no options, you know, from this vantage point. And what we start out with is a huge safety swim platform on the back. Real safe because it squares off on the back. There's no way to touch the drive for if you're jumping off the back of the boat. So the outdrive is completely concealed under it.
What I love is this really sits low to the water, so you know I could definitely see people out there with their legs dangling in the water, just at a raft up or something like that.
It's real comfortable from that angle, or if you're sitting up here watching the kids play right on the sun deck, it's a nice level right there. And then it has a real safe, flat, easy walk through with a nice big step. There's no tricks to getting in this boat. It's just straight forward and straight across.
Now, what are some of the ways you can take this to the next level?
Well, one of the things I think you like is our new Stargel design that really makes the boat pop on aesthetically. And all that is really is rehashing some of the old metal flake designs that we used to craft, but it takes a real good craftsman to put that on, and our guys down at the factory do a great job of applying it. So the light catches it, and it really sparkles like sunshine.
I'll tell you, one of the things that really grabs your eye about this boat is the windshield as well.
Yeah, the windshield's a great thing. This windshield you expect to see again on a $65,000, $70,000 boat. It's all clear curve, so it's very safe. There's no stanchions in the middle. It has a very beefy frame under it, and it's held up with stainless steel stanchions that are bolted in 4 places. Most companies take the little plastic-footed ones with aluminum poles, and they just screw them in. Not at Starcraft.
Well, I know I hoisted myself up on it and it didn't flex at all, but now for the skiers, what do you have here?
Well, one thing on the windshield and the flexing, one other thing that we do, Alan, is the entire boat's built in Unitized Construction. When we build the bottom, then we mold the top to it. You'll see there's no cutouts in the side,
right? And
you'll see that this all transfer as one piece all the way through the breezeway. So what that does when you're hitting the bumps on the water, you don't have the floating helms. It's very secure and very strong, and that's something we're proud of, and we try to bring through all of our fiberglass product.
Well, I tell you, I was looking at the helm, and you know, this is a really functional but really good-looking helm. What are some of the standard features on this boat?
Well, standard, you have a real nice stainless steel wheel and full instrumentations, and then lighted pin switches, as well as a breaker pad. Instead of having to reach under for a fuse panel, say you had a problem with your lights, you don't have to go digging in the middle of the night.
Right. Notice we had a nice Jbl Stereo here too. That's standard?
That's standard. The JBL is standard, and what we've learned is it's a solid state system that's really only this thick.
Right.
And what's worked for us, it goes into a brain box that you can plug several applications, CD player, CD changer. What we've come across over the years, you know, over 100 years of building boats, is a lot of stereo failures.
Right.
You know, most companies that make stereos for the marine industry are just taking car stereos and putting a different face on them.
Right.
That gives the manufacturer a ton of warranty problems. Well, this has virtually eliminated that problem for us because it's a much better system. It's not a car system put into a boat. And then most people are either running music through their phones or they're running them on their MP3 players. And we have a jack for that and a cord that comes standard with the boat, so you don't have to go out shopping for a cord to hook you up.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I love the way you did the bow section. Let's take a look at that.
That'd be great.
Well, Dan, we're two pretty good-sized guys, and there's lots of room up here. I like the kid-friendly aspect of it being really deep and having grab rails as well.
I'm glad you brought that up. When we were talking about this when we started, we designed a boat that we wanted to appeal from everybody from a 19-foot boat buyer to a 23-foot boat buyer. And this boat comes standard with a 10-person capacity.
Wow.
You know, it'll hold 45 gallons worth of fuel, you can be boating all day with an entire pack of people. But when you tell them you have a 21-foot boat that'll handle 10 people, the safety concern comes in. So that's why we build it with such high sides, even in the bow, area for tall guys to stretch out, sideways or forward. We do things like put full-length stainless steel grab bars on here, not little handles, not plastic, not nylon straps, but really heavy-duty hardware. And we do things that make common sense to us. After losing cushions driving down the road myself, we've taken all of our cushions in our Starcraft runabouts, and every single one is hinged.
Nice.
There's little hidden compartments here and here. We optimize the use of the space, but these big surfboard pads, they're hinged as well. And even our nose locker is hinged.
Nice. Now, what are some of the things you can do to upscale this a little bit?
Well, starting on the front locker there, right now that's an anchor locker. However, if you upgrade to our premium package, you get several neat things, and if you can afford it, I would definitely advise everybody to get a premium package. Starts out with a bow safety ladder that goes in that compartment in the nose. And what that's great for is for the mother hens that are really worried about the kids being around the prop, the kids can jump off the front, reboard right over the nose every time they go. For guys like me in my particular waterway, I need to set my anchor manually. It won't just hook up, so I can come in and out as I leisure. And when I ramp, I just flip that ladder over. I can launch my boat by myself, come in and out by myself, and I never have any trouble. So I can't tell you enough about that deep water ladder that goes off the front. Then next to it, those cleats transfer in the premium package to recessible cleats. I like recessible cleats because, you know, I like safety. And when you have them down in the deck, nobody can get hooked up on them. Nobody bangs an elbow on them in rough water. So I really like the recessed cleats. It's something you can also order a la carte in the new program.
Right. Well, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We just finished testing the Starcraft 2119. It's powered by Mercruiser 350 mag, which is plenty of power for this boat. We got on plane in 2.6 seconds and ripped to 30 miles an hour in 6.5 seconds with a top speed of 45.8 miles an hour. Now, one of the coolest things about this boat is its happy speed is all over the place. We could stay on plane at a really slow 13.5 miles an hour, which is a really handy trick in case things get rough, or you just feel like checking out the scenery. And literally any speed all the way up to the top speed really felt comfortable on this boat. For more information on the Starcraft 2119 and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com. I'm Alan Jones, and we'll see you out on the water. This boat has a real minor amount of bow rise, gets out of the hole really well.